Hi Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the week of June 9th. This is a general message, only take what resonates. Let's get started. What are the best and highest messages coming through for Virgo, please? Starting off with the Six of Pentacles at the crown of your reading. Followed by the Emperor. The King of Pentacles. The Tower. And we have, the Three of Swords. So big changes and energy of healing coming through here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. So this speaks to having a lot of options to choose from. This is having maybe too many choices, and this also speaks to being not really sure of what you are going to commit to. You're really looking at all the options here of how something might work out, and you're seeing the good, the bad of how things could work out, and that's sort of preventing you from making that final decision. Okay, but we need to remember that when we don't make a choice, that is actually making a choice. The choice will be made for us. So you're really looking at something here and imagining all the ways that it can turn out and not really sure what direction to go in. So at the crown of your reading, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of giving or receiving help, equal give and take in relationships. Excuse me. This is about being kind and generous to those that need it. Looking around in our lives and seeing how we can spread our kindness and generosity in a way that doesn't overextend us, of course. Now, we also have the Emperor showing up here, and the Emperor is speaking to really stepping into that masculine energy of leadership. This is a card of strategy, planning, leadership, and respect. This is all of the kings combined into one. And it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, it's the energy of the card that we're speaking to. And we all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us. And sometimes we do need to really tap into one or the other of those in order to address something in our lives. There's times when we need more masculine energy in order to solve a problem or pursue something here. So there is that invitation to tap into that more masculine side of yourself. Take those leadership steps where you can. Come up with a strategy and a plan about something. This could also potentially be a more masculine figure showing up in your life that's going to help you with strategy and planning. We do also have the King of Pentacles. So this is the wealthiest king, and he is really focused on building his wealth. And he knows where to invest his time and energy in order to get the best return, where to put his money to get a good return on his investment. So this could definitely be you tapping into this King of Pentacles energy and really looking at where you need to invest your time and energy in your life to bring in the most return. Looking at something here, looking at your options and seeing what is going to be an equal give and take, where you can put something and also get something back. Now we do have the Tower showing up, and this is a pretty disruptive energy, okay? This is big change and transformation coming into our life. And it can be sometimes a bit of a difficult change, but it's important to remember that when the Tower shows up for us, this is happening for us, not to us. The Tower comes in when we've been ignoring reality, and it shows us where things need to change, where they have to change in order for our highest good to come through for us. Okay, so if you're trying to manifest a new life, there has to be big changes before that can come through for you. We also do have the Three of Swords, another bit of challenging energy coming through. But the Three of Swords does also speak to healing. And there could definitely be some healing coming through after this Tower energy showing up. Or maybe this Tower energy is particularly painful. Okay, maybe this big change that's coming through is very difficult for you and you are experiencing a bit of heartbreak, a bit of loss. This could be about a relationship where maybe you were giving too much and not getting enough in return. and it's time for that to end. It could be, you know, a sad time, feeling kind of a heartbreak and a loss. But let's get your clarifiers here and let's get some deeper insight into your message. What is the Six of Pentacles showing up for Virgo? Okay, a new beginning really showing up for you here. Something that is going to give you what you put into it. With the Fool card showing up on your Six of Pentacles. And this Emperor, we have the Four of Cups. I want to get another one here. Can I get another clarifier for the Emperor? Knight of Pentacles, okay. And what is this King of Pentacles energy? Ace of Wands, okay. And this Tower, what do we have for the Tower here? Ooh, the Empress coming through on your Tower. And what is this Three of Swords? The Hanged Man, okay. On the bottom here, we have the Four of Pentacles. So we do have 4-4 showing up here. This could be a significant number for you. Now the Four of Pentacles, this is a card of stability, of a desire for long-term security, and that desire for having that stability in your life. But sometimes we want that security, we want that stability a little too much, and we hold on really, really tightly to where we're at. And this kind of energy can block our blessings from coming through. In order to get more, we have to let go of where we are at. And this could be what the Tower is coming through to sort of shake up for you, okay? If you're holding on too tightly to a relationship that you're in and it's not meant for you, it's time to let that relationship go so something new can come in. Or if you're in a place in your life where you're trying to build more wealth, you need to let go of where you're currently at in order to get that flow of more coming through. So here at your Six of Pentacles, we have the Fool card. This is a card of a new beginning, a new adventure. This is fresh hope, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith on something new coming through. This could be a new relationship, something that is going to give you just as much as you're giving it. This could also be a new business venture because it's not going to be a relationship for everyone. So take it as it resonates, but definitely something new coming through here. And we never really know how a new beginning is going to work out, and that's where that leap of faith comes in. You can kind of see he's about to walk off this cliff here, and that represents the leap of faith that you have to make in order to start something new, right? So especially with the Seven of Cups, like you could have a lot of options. You could be looking at a lot of options as far as starting something new and not really sure what you're going to invest in. But I do see that clarity coming through for you here. On your Emperor, first of all, let me just say, we have the Empress and the Emperor showing up. So this does speak to divine counterparts. This speaks to soulmate type energy, two people that are really meant for each other. But if that's not for you, if this doesn't represent a relationship, this could just be you really balancing out your masculine and feminine energies to move forward in a balanced way. Now, coming in on your Emperor, we have the Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Four of Cups speaks to being disappointed in the past and thinking that you're going to be disappointed again. This person has got these 3 cups here. He doesn't like what's been in the cups. It's not what he's asking for. And he's got this other cup coming through as a gift from the universe, but he thinks it's going to be just as disappointing as these cups. And it's not. It's going to be different. But he's too focused on being disappointed that he can't see this new gift coming through. So, and what he needs to do is take these 3 cups from the past and combine what he's learned here with this new cup, and that will be his manifestation. That will be him getting what he wants here. And we've also got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a card that says, what are you waiting for? You need to get started. This Knight of Pentacles has a pentacle here, and he needs to plant it like a seed in the field behind him in order to receive any fruit. All of the knights in the tarot do represent taking action, and the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that isn't moving at all. He's not actually taking any action. So he comes through when it's time to get started. It's time to take that action. He also represents reliable energy and putting in the time and effort, the patience and hard work that something requires in order to flourish. Okay, so there could be this new beginning, could take some patience, some time, some effort. Now, coming through on your Emperor, these two cards are telling me that so if this is a relationship coming through for you, you could think that this might be disappointing relationship. You could think that this isn't what you're looking for because you've been disappointed in the past. But there is this really beautiful new energy coming through to encourage you to get started anyways. Don't be totally, sorry, there's some noise in the background going on in my neighborhood. But don't be so focused on your past disappointments that you can't see this new gift coming through, because there is an invitation to get started on this energy, to trust this energy coming through, and to begin that. So if that's not a relationship for you, like I said, this is you balancing out your masculine and feminine energies, and really coming up with a plan and a strategy to get started. Your plans, your manifestations, your dreams, they need a plan. They need a practical plan and a strategy. And that's really what the Emperor represents here. On your King of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a card of passion. This is like a new project, new inspiration, the urge to create something new. So this new beginning coming through is coming through with passion. Coming in on your King of Pentacles, like I said, this could be you really focused on building your wealth, or someone coming through that's going to help you build your wealth. But you are having a passion for this new beginning. You're excited about this new beginning, whether it's a relationship or starting a new business. Whatever this new energy is that's coming through for you, it's going to appear exciting. It's going to appear very fulfilling. And it's got that newness to it, you know? Yes. So over here on your tower, we do have the Empress. So the Empress represents total abundance. This is a card of fertility and creation. So if you're trying to start a new business, this is the perfect energy to be in. She's ready to birth something new, something that's going to be very abundant. And she does represent divine feminine energy. So that's very attractive energy. She doesn't chase, she attracts what she's trying to manifest. And like I said, if you're balancing this out with your masculine and feminine, so taking the time to come up with that strategy, that plan to get started, and then also allowing your blessings to come through, bringing that balance of taking action and then allowing your plans to unfold. Now, coming through on the tower, so this could be how you are reacting to the tower, is just being in this very receptive, calm, balanced energy. You can see she's very unbothered here, okay? She represents all of the queens combined. And she is just resting on her throne here, waving her magic scepter of abundance. So when this tower does come through for you, take it with grace, okay? And trust that it is happening for your highest good, so that you can step into this powerful Empress energy and have this beautiful new beginning that's showing up for you. So over here on your Three of Swords, this card of maybe feeling heartbreak or loss, okay, there is an invitation here to step back and gain some perspective. So the Hanged Man shows up when we need to pause, take a step back from things, and like I said, get a new perspective on what's going on here. That can help you come up with the right plan to move forward in this situation. This is also sometimes a card of making a sacrifice in order to gain the wisdom that you need. So you could have made a sacrifice. With the tower coming through, this big change, it could feel like a sacrifice that's maybe causing you some heartache. But it's time to get a new perspective and realize that this is all happening for you, that this all had to come to pass in order for this new beginning to come through that is going to work towards your highest good. So take the time to get a new perspective here. That's really going to help you out. Why don't we get you your oracle messages and see what Spirit has to say? What advice do we have for Virgo this week. A time to give rather than take. Let's get another one. Oh, new moon in Virgo there. You and your loved ones are safe. And let's get one more. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so this first one here, a time to give rather than take, I think we see that here with the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of equal give and take. This is a card of being generous when you can be generous. And focusing on how we can help others really does help us heal and move on from difficult energies. So if the Tower and Three of Swords are showing up in your life, anywhere you might be resonating with that, there is a bit of an invitation here to take your attention off of that situation and focus on how we can help others, because that will really free up our energy and help us heal and move past. You and your loved ones are safe. This is always a great message to get. So when we are feeling the Tower come through, when we are feeling some uncertainty and unwillingness to let go of what we need to let go of, this is a really great reminder to remember and trust that we are taken care of, our loved ones are safe, we are going to be safe no matter what happens here, okay? Bring in that trust, and that is how something will turn out. When you trust that it's working out for your highest good, it has no choice but to work out for your highest good. And this tough cycle is coming to an end. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So lots of big changes coming through for you this week, Virgo. And this looks like a really great week for you, new beginnings. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.